We've actually got some good news coming out of the Justice Department under Donald Trump, which I know that's pretty tough to believe. I must say it is very tough to believe. But there was a big merger between Time Warner and AT&T, and it went to court, I guess, because the Justice Department took them to court, and it didn't work out. But the good news is they've decided to appeal. Now, The Hill says the Justice Department on Thursday filed to appeal a federal judge's decision to approve the $85 billion AT&T Time Warner merger. In a massive blow to prosecutors, Judge Richard Leon of the U.S. District Court, fuck you, by the way, for the District of Columbia, said last month that the merger could move forward without any conditions attached. The two companies closed the deal days later. The Justice Department sued to block the deal in November 2017, alleging that the combination would allow AT&T, the largest pay TV provider in the country, to use Time Warner's stable of popular entertainment offerings to suppress competitors. Among the networks under Time Warner's umbrella are HBO, CNN, TNT, and TBS. Prosecutors argued that AT&T could inflate the price of HBO for other content distributors. Leon dismissed their arguments in the economic forecasting they relied upon that showed the merger would raise prices for consumers and hurt competition. Instead, he backed AT&T's claims that the merger would allow the companies to marry the telecom giant's trove of consumer data with Time Warner content in order to deliver targeted advertising, a market that's currently dominated by web giants like Facebook and Google. So it looks like they didn't even actually try to take the claim and sort of debunk it or give a really counter. It's sort of just, restating a certain claim. But they didn't address that, hey, you're going to inflate HBO for other distributors. But they didn't say anything about that. And so I really find it hard to believe that the judge would side with this. And every time that these types of, consolidation and mergers happen, it stifles competition, and it's also contrary to consumer protections. And that's something that we really need to worry about, because monopolies are not good. We do not want monopolies, and the further removing the media consolidation that has taken place we're still getting to uncharted levels just because of, as it's progressing, but man, it's fucking getting insane. It says, but last week, critics seized on reports that AT&T was already planning to raise prices on DirecTV Now streaming service. The company said the increase was meant to bring rates in line with the market. AT&T said Thursday that it's prepared to keep up the fight for the merger. Quote, the court's decision could hardly have been more thorough, fact-based, and well-reasoned. Again, obviously you're going to say that. You're AT&T. What the fuck do you think you're going to... You think you're going to argue in contrary to what you say? You guys are trying to get in a monopoly to be able to just charge whatever you want. And as we saw, they were just trying to raise the prices on DirecTV. And so we need to prevent these consolidations, because it's going to stifle and lower competition. The whole point of capitalism is competition. But if you have everything merging together, you're going to have less competition. So having these mergers and these monopolies that are going to form are completely antithetical to the entire idea of capitalism. And so we have to prevent these things from happening, because it's counterintuitive and counterproductive to the entire idea and philosophy of capitalism.